to the E to the L to the L to the up. Hey! Wow! Hello! Welcome.
Hello.
To the Provocation Theater Community Spotlight.
Oh my gosh, so glad to be here.
So
About
happy
time
to-
we had you.
I know.
I know.
We've been waiting for this one, as they say. The people, the comments have been aflame.
I've been
right.
banging on the door of this building for months. But yeah,
Yes.
finally let me in. Thank you. Thank
So
you.
happy to let you in, and so happy that you're a part of things.
Aw.
And I just can't wait to hear. I mean, we have to kick it off. How did we get you? Where'd you come from?
Where did I come from? I have always been in the Bay Area, pretty much, except for bits. But I came to Provocation Theater because I was seeking creative community. And I had some friends in college that were in an improv group, and I was like, that's too scary. And then during the pandemic, I started like seeing improv online, and it looked fun. And then I was on Google Maps and looking for improv, and it was the closest one to my house. And I'm so
Sounds like you
glad.
made a really thoughtful choice.
I made a
about the
really
theater you wanted to be a part of.
And I feel like you went through the actual gauntlet of getting to improv, which is college improv and improv online. Like, if those didn't say no to you, the fact that you still came is kind of a miracle. So thank you for making it. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'm like so glad that I did, because I was just like, oh, I'll do a drop-in, I'll do one 101 class. And I went and I loved it so much. I was like ready to go and it was full for the rest of the month. I had to wait a whole month, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to go back there. And then I got in.
Yes.
It's perfect.
And now I really it's funny to sort of witness as the community flexes and grows, and like you're in it. Like you're performing, you're doing all of the different opportunities. Like, can you speak to not just being a part of this community, but East Bay Improv? Like, what is that like? And
oh my god, I feel so grateful to be part of it, because I feel like Provocation Theater is my like home theater, which is, I'm so lucky to be here. But I took 301 in January, February of this year, and I didn't know that I felt ready to be doing that, but I was just like, if I don't do it now, when will I do it? And I started going to jams because I wanted to practice before I was in a show. And there's a jam at Spats, which is I shouldn't say that on the internet, but improv is, I think, generally just such a welcoming community. And I feel so lucky I just started showing up. And once you show up to one jam, you're like, oh, well, there's also this other jam, and there's this other jam, and there's so many places to do improv, and everyone there is amazing and so welcoming and so inclusive, and it's just a really special place. Vibe. Love it. Yeah.
I read a lot of Reddit r improv.
Ooh.
So
Oh,
if you're there,
that's a
I'm
great
right
idea.
there and there.
We'll post this there.
Yes, I will. Because I reference it.
Perfect.
So I'm part of the people.
Yes, yes.
But people talk all the time about jams. Like, I feel like that's a real mental block of like, okay, I'm taking classes now, I'm going to a jam.
Yeah.
So can you maybe speak to those internet warriors of like, how does one get the spirit to put themselves out there in that?
Yeah.
And what is a jam, and what do they maybe expect from that? Yeah.
Great question, because I had no idea at all. And I don't think that I think I would have been really scared to go to a jam if I hadn't, at a community showcase, met some of the organizers of Spats Jam and started like getting to know them. So a jam is truly just a place or a time where you can show up with a bunch of people and just improvise with whoever is there. It's like a musician's jam, and like that's a concept I feel that we're all familiar with, but like improv is a whole different thing. And I am really grateful to be able to do that. Just go, show up, you can practice with a bunch of different people. I really like it as well because you can perform with people who are both more and less experienced than you. So it's like community and also like practicing different skills. It's just really special. And there's so many around the East Bay.
Yeah.
DM me and I'll send you them.
Oh,
Wow.
don't mind if I do. Of all the classes that you've taken, because you've been with us theater for a long time,
Yeah.
so you've probably taken 101, 201, 301.
Yeah.
But what are some of the other sort of like themed classes or topical classes?
Yeah,
are there any
yeah.
that you like in particular?
I'm trying to think. So I've been doing improv for like a year and a half. I don't know that oh, that's not true. Okay, I've taken two sort of themed classes, and they were both amazing, and I actually couldn't choose between them. One of them was about characters with David, and one of them was called The Button with Adrian. And
What kind of button?
well, the button is feeling. A feeling is a button. I loved it.
I
There
must
was-
have a lot of buttons.
Well, that's the thing. It was sort of like I know I've got some buttons too here. It was such a great class because it was all about like finding ways to use emotion more, and really like kind of pushing each other's buttons in the scene, like finding ways to push your own character's buttons. Highly recommend all the theme classes. Such a cool opportunity if you've been doing it for a little while to like stretch and grow and stretch and grow.
Isn't it nice when you just have one focus? So you're like, if I can just think about this one thing in this class, I'm doing it. I'm learning.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. And I feel like we do get really wonderful teachers that are like, this is my specialty, or this is what I'm working on, and like, let's all just play towards that one goal. Like, you just don't really get a lot of opportunity because everything is, I think, focused on form or all the other stuff to get into the scene. But it's like, no, just focus on feeling. I love that.
Cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
If you could teach a class, what would the topic be?
Oh my gosh. I don't know that I feel like I'm experienced enough to do so.
Give it a few months.
Okay. I feel like the thing that I love most about improv is like the way that it enables connection between people. So if I were to like get a bunch of people in a room, it would probably just be like, have a class that's just designed around like making everybody be friends, which happens anyway.
The friendship class.
The friendship class.
That's a great. If you don't make a friend, your money back.
Oh!
That's really fun.
Coming 2026.
Hey, watch out. Link in bio. I feel like having been able to witness you as a performer and even just as like a friend in the community, you are an incredible storyteller. You're very captivating. I feel like your stage presence really like, you're like, when you're on there, you're like, yeah, I'm the vessel to do what is being said. And like, do you feel like you always had that? Were you always like an outgoing person, charismatic, stage driven, you know, ham, star kind of person? Or
first of all, I'm very honored to hear you say that. I was a theater kid in high school, so maybe. But I do think that like the main creative pursuit that I had before improv was writing. So I think I've always liked to think of myself as a storyteller. And so maybe there's some of that there, like that origin plus theater kid is just like blended into something great in an improv setting. Not to toot my own horn.
Please, beep. Yeah.
Press that button.
Yeah.
Now
I have to ask, were you a disgruntled theater kid, or did you get the parts? Because that also is a big, I think, foundation.
It has an
improv.
impact on somebody's psyche. Really. I mean, as we can see from
disgruntled.
I never would have guessed.
Honestly, I think like I got parts, whatever, but I stopped doing theater because I got too anxious. I got to a point that I was having less. I liked it a lot, but I was having less fun because I was worried about all the things that would go wrong. And somehow improv, where there's no script and we don't know anything is gonna happen, it's like we're just gonna figure it out. Is over time makes me less anxious.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Where can the people find you other than anything? You don't have to say any directions. I don't want to make anything more personal. But if we wanted to just
share my location.
Yes, the essence of Bella.
Yeah,
Where can we find you? What other hobbies or other things that bring you delight?
I love that question. I truly spend most of my time in my apartment, and everyone can come over to my apartment, except for find me in the real world first.
Okay.
I feel like I will. Presumably a lot of the people who would see this I could run into at a jam, and then I love to have people over and bring community together. And I've been painting more, that's something I've been doing a lot, and just, exploring the world. It's just great. Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, and we'll catch you on the new house team.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, of course we have to do a quick promo for that.
I know, because we're going to see you in some shows.
Yes, like the very first
so
iteration of our very first house team called Mothership.
Look out for Mothership.
What are you going to bring to the stage? Our final question.
Oh my gosh.
What can we expect?
I think that my goal is to just, it's such a wonderful group of people, and my goal is to just be there with them and create something really good and beautiful. We'll see what it is.
Oh my god.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Friendship Pinky Promise! Thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Thank
We'll see
you.
you on stage or at your house.